Hey everybody, welcome back to Mead Monday on the Mead Masters Guild. I'm here with my good friend Mead Maid and Courtney.
Hey everyone.
And today we are trying something a little different. We are drinking Mead spirits and liqueurs. Stay tuned. All right, today we are drinking Mead spirits and liqueurs from Burwood Distillery in Calgary, Alberta. Now, a little bit about this. I was chatting with them, and I believe what the process is, we have their Medica, which is a mead-based liqueur, and their stronger Honey Eau De Vie, which is their mead-based spirit. Now, I believe what they said is they make a base mead, and then they start going through the distillation process, and that's how they refine it down. So that's kind of why it's a little different today. We're doing a special episode. It's kind of my birthday episode as well. Figured we'd do something different. And got in contact with them, and we're going to try out a few cocktails that they recommended and a few others we kind of came up with just to see how it is. Also, we have a special... Sorry, that was the
ice maker in the fridge.
We have a special treat today that Courtney made using these as a base as well.
Yeah, the Medica.
Yes.
The Eau De Vie is a little bit too wapow for imparting a flavor.
Yes. The difference between basically a spirit and liqueur is the alcohol percentage. I believe.
Well, sugar content too, right?
Alcohol. Like the higher it is, the less sugar there's going to be because the more of it's been turned to alcohol.
The lower it is, the more sugar it's going to have.
Exactly. It's kind of why you get things that are like taste drier, because a drier tasting wine, mead, or whatever has less sugar in it than a sweeter one. But yeah, so again, kind of a confusing spread today, but trying out a little bit. We are going to try them straight first, and then we're going to try them mixed. So first we will start with the Medica, which is Burwood's liqueur at 28%.
Are we having them in the light up glasses?
Yes, we just...
I'm excited about these. It's the little things in life. So basically they're liquid activated, and the moment there's liquid in them, they light up. Isn't that freaking amazing?
It's not lit up, you know your drink's empty. Alright.
It's got pretty stiff legs from what I can see. It's not as, like we've had meads that are a lot thicker for sure.
I know it's hard to see with the fancy lights and that, but it is clear, but does have a slight yellow tinge to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of precipitate kind of looking in it.
Yeah, being less refined, it would have more color to the honey than it would be like when you get things that are like vodkas and so on and so forth that are 3, 4, 10 times distilled or filtered. It strips away a lot of the flavor and color where this isn't.
It has like, it's funny that we had to kind of taste these a smidgen before just so we could figure out if we could cook anything with them, and that's kind of where I came with the idea, okay, well the other one's quite strong honey flavor. But it's weird because the Medica almost has like a stronger alcohol smell. But it's much sweeter and it's a lot smoother. Whereas the what did he?
Honey Eau De Vie.
Honey Eau De Vie has a much sweeter smell, but it's alcohol, honey.
Yeah.
It burns.
It is a spirit, no, but this, yeah, it's harder to get the honey scent, I find, off the Medica, but the taste it's very sweet. The sweetness almost reminds me of, on the back, almost reminds me of a Grand Marnier. A little bit, but honey instead of orange. It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. It sticks, like it gives you a couple rotations, and it's a very pleasant warming sensation all the way down.
Yeah, it's not like a hard alcohol kick. It's like it's you can definitely sip on it by itself if you're looking for that.
A slow burn, kind of like cognac.
Like I said,
brandy.
Cognac, brandy, like a I kind of put it in that Grand Marnier area regions, like an orange brandy kind of. But yeah, like You can
It's
even
really
sip
good,
on this, like chilled or anything. This you can sip straight.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's definitely, if you're going to have it straight, sipping.
Yes, sip.
Because I would imagine you would not want to get drunk off this. First of all, why would you waste it?
Exactly.
Second of all, getting drunk on anything with a high sugar content? Oh,
I learned that lesson.
Man, that's going to suck for you.
I learned that lesson when I was younger.
I think most of us did.
No, but and being so sweet, like brandy or cognac and things like that, it's a good sweetener additive. Talking to Burwood, they did recommend that if you are going to make cocktails with this could be used because of its sweetness to replace like a simple syrup in an old fashioned, which we will do in a little bit. Whereas the Eau De Vie, because it's a spirit, you could use it in replacement of like vodka or gin or something like that as your base.
Now, because we are trying this one first, we are going to have Brian's birthday creme brulee.
Yes.
To have with it so we can see how it plays off each other.
So yes, we did do a video on this, or a video of this, Courtney making these creme brulee. I love creme brulee, and she did make it with the Medica as well.
Oh, I love that.
Just the crushing of it.
Yeah. So in one batch, I added about 5 tablespoons of the Medica, and it's got a really, really good flavor. Originally, I had added only 3, but after a quick taste, the vanilla kind of overtook it.
Yeah, and the 5 kind of seemed to balance it out nice between vanilla and the honey sweetness. But
you can totally taste the Medica in it.
And even together, because sometimes you do like would sip a brandy, cognac, Marnier with a dessert or after dinner with your dessert as well. And
it gives me very much with this the sensation of like the brandy bean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you get at Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of like the sweetness of like the sugar and the brulee and everything like that, and then this kind of in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like I said, those chocolates at Christmas that kind of have that little bit of alcohol goodness in them.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to sit here and eat the whole thing, but. Mm-hmm.
No, but
if you want, I can put yours over here, just so it's out of the way. But
no. Keep within arm's reach.
Okay. Don't get between him and the creme brulee, folks.
But no, like I said, I really like the Medica. I think it's a great liqueur, and being added would be a great addition to many other cocktails.
Look, it's empty. It's no longer lit up.
And the cool thing is, because Mead's become like the Mead community now as a whole. Their Mead is the fastest growing alcohol right now. Mostly kind of started from home brewers. Now it's gone to, like I said, many of the commercial grade meaders you've tried. And with that, making cocktails with Mead is brand new. Like new cocktails are being invented every day. Like this is all new territory that has never been done before in all of history.
And we have tried, obviously this is the first time us really cracking these open, so we've never even tried any of these cocktails. This is going to be very much first impressions. Absolutely.
And this is great for any of you out there that be budgeting. What's the word I'm looking for? Not bludgeoning.
I don't know, but where are you getting bludgeoned from?
Sorry, the B word escaped my brain. But basically, if you're looking to get into like mixology, things like that, or bartending, Mead is all new frontier. Like it is ripe for the picking for you to experiment and go crazy with. Like we will be doing a old fashioned, which is one of the world's oldest cocktails.
I've only ever had it twice in my life.
I do enjoy them, but being one of the world's oldest cocktails, I mean, going along with the world's oldest alcoholic beverage just kind of goes hand in hand.
We hope.
We hope. I'm recommended that it will. I'm have on good authority that it is good. But before we get into that, we'll try the spirit straight, just so we can try those, and then we will go into the mixing.
Not a lot of this one, please.
No.
Just enough to coat.
Just enough to coat.
Just enough to coat. Because once again, don't want to get smashed.
No. And it is a spirit at 42%.
So it does the job.
So that's why you can see that from the bottle or from a little harder for here.
Like, it looks no different than gin or vodka or any of the other clear spirits.
It's clear. So.
And it's funny because it smells sweeter than the Medica.
It does. It has a...
It's misleading. It's full of lies.
It is, though. It still does have a very predominant honey smell. It's not like you're smelling vodka where all you do is smell alcohol. No, you actually do smell the honey in here.
Which is interesting.
There's more burn to that one, definitely. But kind of like juniper is to gin, honey is to this, I'm finding.
It's got a very... Like, after the burn sensation goes away, it does have a lingering honey aftertaste.
Yeah.
At least I find it.
I do as well. Like, I can definitely taste the honey that's in it. Like, yeah, you do get the initial spirit burn, but then there is the honey kind of mellowing it out afterwards, not like burn all the way through it. It does mellow out.
I don't know, it kind of makes you appreciate the honey taste that little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I'm definitely pretty excited to be trying this in all sorts of my favorite cocktails as well. And some that you know, may have overlooked and may have been like for example, I kind of think that'd be a different change in something like a martini.
Yeah, just no olives in that one.
Just no olives, yeah. Olives and honey would be kind of weird.
No.
I mean, it could be one of those miracle things where it may work out. You never know until you try.
We're not doing that one for science. That's someone else.
Someone else did that one for science.
Do you want to start with like a super simple one first and then finish with the old fashioned? Yeah,
so we do have the Moscow Mule. So instead of using vodka, we will be using the Eau De Vie, and along with the ginger beer. So.
And these lovely mule cups that were a wedding gift from my dear friend's staff, who is a lovely human, and I enjoy these immensely, thank you. As well as the bar set.
So this is my first time ever using like a jigger, so bear with me.
Here, no.
Oh, this one, I was going to make yours first.
Yeah, what else? I can help.
The lady shall make hers.
The lady would like to feel useful and not sit here just being like, hi, I like cupcakes.
I like cupcakes.
Oh, look, no spills. Boom. You want to put the stopper back in that one? Thank you.
And then...
do you need lime juice for this one at all, or is it just the...
I'm trying to remember. I think I said do that one, but...
not the dark and stormy, or Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule. So it is the ginger beer...
Bottle opener.
Oh.
Well,
one there.
I don't know, we have two.
Many. Yeah, actually, there's a splash of lime juice in there as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember the cocktails.
And if anyone's curious about the ginger beer that we are drinking, it's the Great Jamaican Spicy Ginger Beer. We figured on the recommendation of my lovely friend Monique. She says it's really good. I've had it before. I concur.
All right, cheers.
Hey, lime juice and a stirred, sir.
Sorry, get a little ahead of myself.
No shit. Oop, demonetized. Guess you're gonna have to have an ad. Alright.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
I like that. That is smooth.
You know what? Even the spirit, like with everything else, I could still taste the honey.
Which is weird.
Yeah. It's like the ginger beer, the lime juice just cuts the alcohol burn. It just eliminates it completely.
Almost non-existent. That's dangerous.
It is. Because all it is I just taste honey and ginger.
Mm-hmm.
And like a touch of lime.
Oh, that's good. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I could very easily get schmammered off that, but let's not. As entertaining as that would be for you, the morning after is less entertaining for me.
No, that's great. So yeah, it's just a regular Moscow Mule, but instead of using vodka, you're using the Eau De Vie. And no, it's great. Like honey, ginger, and a touch of lime it's actually.
Well, it sounds good to begin with, but actually tasting it, and it's nice because there's that spice that you get from the ginger, and it plays so nicely with the sweet of the honey.
Sorry, there's a little mug in mine.
Sorry, we have a small fruit fly situation in this house. For some reason, anytime I kill two more appear, just out of magic. Kind of like gray hair.
Hey, it's protein. All right. Next, we were going to go with just a simple gin and tonic, but instead of gin, we were going to use the Eau De Vie. And again, just that, tonic water, lemon, that'd be it.
All right, well, if you want to put this in both glasses, do a full ounce this time. And I did wash my hands for those of you who are, the dog will get it. For those of you who are all like, me. Ooh, no spills. Nicely done, nicely done.
No spills.
All right, I will get Das Lemon Wedgie.
Lemon wedgie.
Whoop. Sorry, this thing is very juicy apparently. I am hitting Brian a little bit. But I feel so bad. Woo, okay.
Squirtage.
Yeah, this lemon is a lot of liquid.
A lot of juice in that one.
Yeah, no, right?
All right, and top her off with some tonic water. Perfect. Cheers.
Take the cup holder with you. I find it's a little bit more bitter than the regular gin and tonic.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, like, if it's like Bombay Sapphire or something, it's about the same level of like bitter to sweet to sour.
Mm-hmm.
But I normally drink Old Tom gin, which you could spike a punch bowl with that and no one would know. It's still good. It's still really good. I enjoy it.
No, it's good. It's not super bitter. It's just
It's got a slight.
It's very slight. It's almost like the lemon juice is canceling out the honey almost.
Mm-hmm. But I can still taste the honey.
Yeah, like it's very, very subtle in it.
It's good though.
But I mean, it's good and can't go wrong on a classic.
Mm-mm. Are we ready to try the pièce de résistance?
Yes, there was what was it? There's two more. Like there was the old fashioned, and then Burwood actually sent me a recipe using both of these as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do theirs.
Theirs? Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll finish off with the old fashioned, with the oldest and the classic.
All right, so 3/4 ounce of honey syrup or the Medica.
Yeah, so we don't have honey syrup, but we are using the Medica, and again, when speaking with them, the Medica can be replacement as a simple syrup and that again because it is very sweet. Bartenders do this.
Well, typically they're not on a weird handle. It's just how the set came.
Okay.
All right. 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. Lemon juicer is getting a lot
of work
today. I'm sorry, this thing is so full of fluid. I don't want to squirt myself in the face.
Just that citric acid burns.
Good gravy. Okay. Like, that's just an end piece. There's so much freaking juice in that.
It's kind of nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a lime juice that much.
It's still juicing.
All right, so what next?
4 dashes of orange bitters.
Yeah. So we have the Agnostra orange bitters here. Say 4?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And then you're going to need 1 ounce of the Eau De Vie and 1 ounce of fresh orange juice. And I think you might have forgotten an ingredient.
Oh, yeah, no, I checked with the second one there.
The Prosecco?
Or it was an orange Prosecco or something, but that's, I think, why we're using the orange instead. The orange bitters for the orange.
There's no such thing as orange Prosecco. It's Prosecco. Prosecco is sparkling white wine.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but no Prosecco. But
we'll give it a try anyway.
We'll give it a try anyway. And then it was orange juice.
1 ounce.
I think we can eyeball this one.
Yeah, we can just split it. A lot of pulp in that. Alright, and I think you need that orange twist. So, what do we do with this thing?
Oh, okay. So usually on cocktails, what you do is you do a fresh shave, you squeeze and twist, and it expresses the oils over it.
Yes, it does.
And then you rub it around the glass to get on your lips, and then just drop it in.
It certainly did. Holy crap.
It is.
All I can smell is orange now.
That's different.
Oh, that's good.
It is. It's orange and honey and lime. It's just
lemon.
Or sorry, orange, lemon, and honey. Thank you. No, but that's good.
That's really good. I actually really enjoy that.
That'd be great for like a summer drink,
Mm-hmm.
like a chilled patio drink.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. No, it's like first comes in is like the lemon, then the orange, and then it's like the honey just kind of finishes it off. And I really just a very slight alcohol taste, but very minimal.
I don't think I've ever had a drink where the orange has been used quite as in such an aromatic way.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
It is, and that's why you do the expression on that, is because you're getting all the oils and they're all kind of sitting around the rib in that, and that's what gives you the very, like, the aroma.
Mm-hmm. We need another glass for the...
We do. I apologize, we'll be back in one moment.
And by we, I mean Steve. The royal we. Oh, we've got so many cocktails to finish.
Absolutely.
And if you're drinking, please don't drive.
No, be responsible. We here at the Mead Masters Guild endorse responsible drinking.
Which is why there is a spare room in my basement with his name on it.
Pretty much. Now, the last drink we're going to do is an old-fashioned. Again, it's supposed to be one of the oldest cocktails, at least in Western society or North America. Pretty simple to make. It's sugar, touch of water to dilute, bitters, ice, and bourbon. So instead of using sugar, we're going to use the Eau De Vie in place. Again, Burwood.
Do you mean the Medica?
Or sorry, my apologies.
I'm like, whoa.
No, not the Eau De Vie. Sorry, Burwood has said that the Medica can be used in place of simple syrups and things like that, or sugar, depending. Whereas simple syrup and sugars can be used in exchange of each other in cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
So,
sorry, we've got so much junk on the table this
a little
time
congested.
around.
All right. Actually, need the ice out first. Sorry.
Oh, there, I pre-chilled the glass. Look at that.
Pre-chilled. All right. So first, usually it's just a sugar cube. So it would just be a splash of the Medica.
Yeah, you can just use that if it's easier.
Just a splash in the bottom. Again, doesn't have to be very much. And then again, using the Agnostra bitters. They usually say recommend 4 to 6 dashes, but again, that's the preference.
Just do 4 for me as well. Looks interesting.
And originally the water in there with the sugars just to dilute the sugar down. And then from there we have an ounce of bourbon. This is the Bullet bourbon that we're using.
It's usually a pretty nice bourbon.
It is. And then you add the ice because the ice is meant to slightly dilute over time. The Old Fashioned is one of these drinks that it starts off all right, but then as the ice melts, it chills the drink and dilutes slightly. It just gets better. So there. Stir for a few seconds. Chill the drink.
Melts on the ice.
Just to barely start dilution.
I'm not much for strong alcohol, so I'm curious as to how this is going to go.
I've been on a bit of an Old Fashioned kick, and now you take same thing. You have the outside peel facing away from you and towards the drink. Squish, twist, and then you rub it outside again. Aromatics, and then drop it in. And then you have an Old Fashioned made with Medica. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like the aromatics. Old Fashions are not my jam.
No. I mean, usually it comes down to the bourbon. It originally was made with bourbon. A lot of people have tried it with whiskey. Some people have even done it with gin and other spirits as well.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if it comes down to it, it's the type of whiskey you drink or just the type of spirit you drink. I've been liking these a lot, and I do like. Okay.
It's nice. It's just
not your drink.
No.
And that's fine. Like, it's generally not for everyone, but I do like how in the Old Fashioned usually have like raw sugarcane syrup, like sugar in the raw or something like that, where the molasses flavor kind of goes in there. This kind of changes the molasses with honey. It almost sweetens it up a little bit, and again, bourbon's already sweeter, at least as far as whiskeys go.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like some of these, I've been really big on these lately, and I've been really loving these. But it's kind of where we went. 4 cocktails used with both the Medica and Eau De Vie by Burwood. So kudos to them. This is great. This is something very unique. This is awesome that we were able to try this. But we'll leave it off here for today. And a question for you. With using a liqueur and a spirit, mead based, what kind of cocktails would you like to make with them? Leave a comment below and let us know, or let us know what concoctions you would come up with and maybe even try them. But kudos to Burwood again.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, we'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.